I'm Tiny, I'm a rapper, and creativity is everything to me. Art has allowed me to share my story with the world and has helped me understand all my different sides. And this is Extraordinary Portraits, where I bring people with inspiring stories.
First thing that went to my mind just to gotta get him out of there.
The crocodile dragged me under the water.
And teamed them up with some of the most talented artists in the UK.
You just be you, Patrick.
To create a series of one-off portraits that reflects modern-day Britain in all its glory.
Perfect. Yay!
Portraits have always shown us the heroes of history and who has the power or the money to end up on a gallery wall. I want to find the new heroes to hang on our walls.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm excited to introduce my sitters to the artists I've chosen to create their extraordinary portraits.
Oh my God.
Wow!
It's amazing.
My breath has actually been taken away.
I think you've done a perfect job of capturing it.
Look at this, honey, and see, how beautiful you are.
For me, the beauty of portraits is they can tell a story that never makes the headlines. They can capture a moment in time, a mood. And this is true of my subject today. Alec is a third-generation farmer who, at the grand age of 88, still works every day on his dairy farm. It was important for me to find the perfect artist to paint his portrait.
Not many people get a portrait painted, or not in my circle anyway.
Which is why I'm meeting Caroline Poole, an artist who loves to delve deep for her portraits. She doesn't just focus on the exterior of her sitter. She likes to focus on their personality, character, and the things that surround them. Caroline Poole went from a set designer on Hollywood films to an acclaimed portrait artist. She's drawn to older sitters whose fascinating lives and experiences she feels are often overlooked, making her the ideal artist to tell this story. She's meeting her portrait subject for the first time today. Hey, Caroline.
Hi, Tiny.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm really good.
Good.
Come through.
Thanks
this is
very
your
much.
spot.
Thank you.
So you're coming from Shropshire today, yeah?
I am, yeah. It is pretty far away. It's in the depths of Middle England.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really rural.
It's one of those places where, like, everyone knows each other.
Oh, my God. The last flat that I lived in London, I still couldn't tell you half of my neighbours' names.
Yeah.
Whereas within a week of living where we live, everybody knew who we were. Everybody knew what we did for a living.
I know that before you got into portraiture, you worked in set design.
Yeah.
And you worked on some pretty big productions, didn't you?
Yeah, I was really lucky. Nothing like a baptism of fire. My first film was Ridley Scott's Robin Hood.
Wow.
About 2010, I worked on Gravity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that
These
was...
are some big productions.
Yeah,
wow.
that was crazy. I just think, ultimately, my heart wasn't in it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I think everything you do in life, whether it doesn't work out or it does work out, has the ability to inform things that you do later on.
Definitely.
So I didn't want to work in film anymore, but a lot of my portraiture now is starting to sort of move towards almost like art directing setups.
So when creating a portrait, is there a particular person that you're drawn to when it comes to your sitters?
A lot of my paintings tend to be geared more towards the older generation. On a base level, I think I just love faces, and the more character a face has, the better for me.
Okay, that's interesting. Why is that?
Even from an early age, I've been a little bit obsessed with hanging out with older people and finding out about how they live, their stories.
So it's not only about the aesthetic, it's also about the story. The story is very important to you.
Yeah, I think so. And linking the two together, you start to really see it in their face, just everything that they've been through.
What age are we talking about specifically?
There's no limit. The older, the better. I think the oldest person to date that I've painted is in their early 80s.
Okay.
I'm rooting for 90s.
The parents have been very, very important to me. I think I have the perfect sitter for you. And I think they may be the oldest sitter that you've ever had.
I'm interested now.
You excited to meet them, yeah?
I'm very excited, yeah.
All right, let me go get them now.
Great.
How you doing, Alec? How you doing, John?
Oh, fine.
You guys well?
Yes, thank you.
Well, you know what? Can I say you look extremely dapper. I'm loving the tweed. I'm loving the tie as well. You've got it all going on.
I've had it for years, this outfit.
So this is the true definition of vintage. Love it. So, Alec, do you have any expectations of the portrait?
Well, just as long as it's a true likeness, I suppose.
John, how do you feel that your dad's getting his portrait done?
Oh, just so excited.
Yeah?
It's just such a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Yeah, the artist is pretty incredible. Are you guys ready to meet them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Coming in. Take your time. Just that.
All in here.
Hi.
Caroline, please meet Alec.
Hi.
So nice to meet
John.
you.
How do you do? Oh, gosh, a long ways down.
There's Caroline, who will be painting your portrait, really prefers painting slightly older people. And your oldest so far has been...
I think 82 or 83.
And Alec, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
88.
It's a record.
How old were you when you first started farming, Alec?
Well, about 15 and a half, as I left school, I took right on helping my father with milking the cows. And when I got married, Shirley and my wife, we took on the farm.
Wow.
And that was from 1958.
Wow. So
We farmed ever since.
So what kind of farm do you have?
Well, so we're a dairy farm.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And so we get up quite early in the morning and get up and milk the
How
cows.
early's early?
Well, actually, we're not that early for dairy farmers.
Oh, yeah?
I get up around 6 a.m. and sort of out the door by 4:30.
What's normal then?
4.
What, 4 a.m.?
Some people.
Geez, that's usually the time I get in. That's when my night is ending.
Alec, I'm intrigued. From the little I know about farming, it's a lot of hard work. How to keep going?
It's good for me to get out. If I get out and do something, it's much better, you know. Because you just sit and do nothing, you soon pass away, don't you?
Yeah.
I never started very early, but I used to sort of get out. I used to like sort of start by 7 in the morning, get out at 7, and through work. And milking used to take sort of a couple of hours and into breakfast, and then there was always different jobs to do on the farm.
But he also does some quite crazy stuff. So he'll go and do his chores, and then he'll disappear. You know? And I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, Dad was up on a roof. He doesn't say, "Oh, Jonathan, come and hold the ladder." You know, he just goes up on the roof, said, "Oh, that roof was leaking and there was leaves in the gutter." So I thought I'd just go out with my broom and sort it out. And you're thinking, "Gosh, Dad, I should do that."
The daredevil.
Yeah.
Do you live together? Like, is it a big family affair on the farm?
Dad actually lives in a cottage, which is on the farm, but just down the road. So Dad's got his privacy and his own space,
okay.
which
That's
I think
smart.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I do really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half a mile, actually, each to the cottage where I live.
Yeah.
So is intergenerational farming quite common these days?
Yeah.
Still?
For us and most of our neighbours, you know, their parents are farmers and their grandparents are farmers. And it is nice because you get to pass on the traditions and a lot of knowledge. And so it's very important. I think it's an integral part of sort of rural society.
So do you envisage your children also taking over from you and continuing the legacy?
Yes, keep the family tradition going.
So, John, was the idea that you would always take over the farm?
Not really, no. No, when I was younger, I was a musician.
Oh, okay.
Went off and played in the band and...
Do you know what? You look like a musician tour manager. Right. You do. You look like a roadie. You know, they call us roadies.
Well, talking to promoters and where's the rider?
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff. Yeah. A bit more complicated than that because my older brother, Jeremy, he was basically the successor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he died in the early 2000s.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And obviously that changes things.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my parents also lost my sister when she was working in France in the 90s.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
they'd had a lot of loss. And
very sorry.
Thank you. And there was no one else to really take it on because we do have another brother, but he's disabled. Sort of felt that really I should come back and take things on and try and carry things on for them.
That makes sense. And in hindsight, are you happy that you made that decision?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's great to work with Dad every day. And it's a great way of life.
Yeah.
It's hard work, but it is a great way of life.
So, Caroline, how have I done with the pairing?
Great. You've done A+, Tiny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think so.
So is there anything you want to ask Caroline about the portrait?
How you paint portraits. I could never paint a picture myself, but I'm very interested to see how it turns out.
All right. I was waiting for a list of demands then, so that's going to be fairly easy. Have I got free reign?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
We're in your capable hands, I think.
Any special requests?
Just I hope I look happy in it.
So without further ado, I'll just leave you guys to it, and I'll hopefully see you very, very soon. I'll give you that. There we go.
I might want us to get up. It's amazing. I never thought I'd do anything like that in my life, not now especially.
We're really excited for Dad, especially, 'cause it's a bit of a celebration of Dad's life and some recognition for all the stuff he's done in his time. It's a real honour.
So I think that was the perfect pairing, Caroline and Alec. One thing that Caroline said that was really important to her about her subjects is the life stories, the experiences, and I feel like Alec has a wealth of those. You know, the relationship between the artist and the sitter is extremely important. There has to be chemistry, and I feel like there was definitely that in this case.
I've always loved painting, but painting faces has always won over anything else like landscapes or still lifes. I think because there's so much more to them than just the flash. It's about who the person is from the inside out, and I love expressing that. I'm also probably really drawn to painting older generations because faces really do weather history. I love talking to people and finding out about their lives. Like, I'm so nosy. My boyfriend calls me a weasel tongue because I'm constantly trying to dig for information about people's lives.
Caroline wants to spend the weekend on the farm to get to know Alec and meet his family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 4 eggs today.
4 eggs, they're really good layers.
Big eggs, nice.
She hopes getting involved in their routine will provide inspiration for the portrait.
Hi!
What a beautiful place.
Oh, thank you.
It's a long ways off the public road, you know. That's the trouble, but it's nice when you get here.
The history that is in this place just looks incredible. I
Yeah,
can't wait to find out more about it.
There are maps going back to the 13th century showing the farm.
Really?
And a lot of the footprints the same. And so we've got some really old buildings and we can look at those. We've got a really old cider press and
Sounds good.
loads of old stuff.
Amazing.
Caroline's keen to get stuck in with the chores while she finds out more about the family.
How old are they?
These will be about just over a week.
Just over a week.
So you've got 5 cards in here, so it's easy enough, but it's up to you basically pour it.
Getting to know the person I'm about to paint and every aspect of their life. Spending a couple of days with Alec is so informative for me because it means I've got a broader scope on him as a person and his relationships and what he's been through and what makes him Alec. So you've already technically handed the farm over to John, haven't you? Even though you're still working
it's been
with
John
him.
handed over several years ago now. He works hard and he's got 3 nice boys and a nice wife.
It must be so nice to see your grandkids getting stuck in and doing what you would have been doing at their age.
That's right, yeah. Having 3 lovely grandsons and carrying on the family name here.
Yeah.
It's very important, I think, keep the succession going.
Yesterday you were talking about some of the tragedies that happened in your family in the past. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you.
It's been horrible, really, yeah. The biggest tragedy is losing my wife, really.
Yeah. And how long had you been married for
It
again?
was 58 years, I think, then, wasn't it?
Wow.
We
She
had-
was your life
We
partner.
had a very good relationship, which we really did get on so well together. I like to get out. I like to. I sort of get lonely, but if I can speak to somebody
Yeah.
every day, it makes all the difference to me. If you don't do anything, some people retire and just sit down and they soon die. So I think you've got to keep active.
Yeah.
And just coming up here, see the family all the time as well, which is a very good tonic for me.
So tell me, Alec, what is the secret to being an 88-year-old and still working on a farm?
I don't know, being a stubborn old man, I think.
Stubborn old man. That will be your tagline.
Yeah.
After a hard day's work on the farm, it's homemade cake for tea.
Early days, that's when I was about 4 years old, I suppose.
What are your thoughts about the grandkids? Have any of them shown interest?
You're all interested, aren't you? I think George has most to do with the cows, really.
I like feeding the calves and helping with the milking and wash down and stuff like that.
He rides the quad bike sometimes when the cows are out.
I want to be a farmer when I'm older.
Do you?
Yes, as long as you find something you really enjoy doing and you're happy. That's right.
It's 6 a.m. and time to milk the cows. Alec and John did give you a heads up about the early start, Caroline.
Morning.
Hey, how are you doing?
Very well, and yourself?
Yeah, good. It's a bit tired. It's very early.
It is early. Wow.
Where do we start?
Would you like to help get the cows in?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Show me.
Yeah. Come on, girls. Come on.
Come on, girls. I've never been this close to a cow's bottom before. Am I doing this one?
This one here, yeah. Easy.
Hey, now let's do all of them. So this is your morning routine every day?
Yeah, very much so.
So your dad comes in and does the cleaning.
Yeah.
You're herding them to get them ready for the milking.
Yeah.
And then the boys...
Harry's itching to do some of what Grandpa does.
Is he?
Yeah, he's very keen to do the cleaning up one day. Which will be great, though, because it'll give Grandad a little backup. I'd hate to do this on my own.
Yeah.
It would be very lonely. You can see why farmers get very lonely. Yeah. But I'm very lucky to have a very sort of big and quite extended family.
Your dad seems like a really positive person as well.
Yeah, well, it's like if you've got someone who's not on side,
Yeah.
it can really drag everything down. But Dad's very much a lifter-upper.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
he seems like that. I think if you stand against there a bit further back, that's perfect. And keep your head in that position. So you've thought about how it might look.
It's going to be quite interesting after all this.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Ashley, John, get in here. I want to get the two of you together.
Sure, yeah.
Right. So I just wanted to see what it might look like, the pair of you together, back to back. Perfect. Yeah, and then sort of relax your fingers.
It's done a lot of work, my hands.
Can you stand in the centre? I just think it will look really good.
I've got two poppers, so without the string, it doesn't stay together. When it's cold mornings, I need to be wrapped up.
All right, come and get in here with your dad. Yeah, side by side is good, actually. Right, looking directly at the camera. Alec, perfect. So, guys, next time I see you is going to be when you see the portrait.
I'd be very interested to see how it turns out. I'm sure your skill will be very good.
Now that I know that I've got the content, I'm just excited to get it down on canvas. Some of the photos I know that I got of Alec on his tractor, in the cow barn, they're so good.
Caroline has finally committed to the image which will be the final portrait of Alec. It was a tough process as she had so many options to choose from.
After like half a day of going through photos over and over again and narrowing it down to what I think would make good paintings, the main dilemma boiled down to, do I do Alec by himself in situ that would have lent itself to more of a literal storytelling, or do I go down the route of what's really his legacy? It's his son, it's his grandkids, it's his family. It's about capturing the essence of that person, and people that are close to them that know them will notice that within the painting, hopefully. I'm at the halfway point, which I fondly refer to as the gritty teeth part, which is like nothing is necessarily working for me, but I'm gonna pull it together. The inner control freak is freaking out. But at the moment, it just looks like a bit of a mess.
6 weeks after they first met, Alec is back to see his portrait for the first time.
You're right, Caroline.
Hi, Tiny. How's it going? I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really good. What's in the box?
What's in the box? The painting.
Nice.
I've had to put it in this crate because it's still actually a little bit wet.
Okay.
Nothing like painting down to the wire.
How many hours a day?
12 to 15.
Is it?
Yeah, every day.
So annoying the boyfriend, the BF.
No, it's been great. He's been cooking for me every day.
Oh,
yeah, I've just been waiting on hand and foot.
So when did you finish?
Pretty much last night.
Whoa. I'll leave you to it. I would help, but you know, I don't want to see it, so.
All right, cool.
Alec has brought son John, daughter-in-law Louise, and grandsons Harry, George, and Jack for the big reveal of his portrait.
So, Caroline, how are you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah?
I feel nervous, but good.
Blood, sweat, and tears,
Yeah.
and paint.
Yeah.
And what was it like spending time with, you know, Alec and his family?
It's really rare that you get to spend that much concentrated time with not just the sitter, but all of their most loved and cherished people.
Because you can see how the people that love them most see them and how they treat them.
Yeah.
Did that inspire any bit of the painting?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Might have a bit of a surprise for you.
Okay, all right, don't tell me anymore. Well, I'm really excited to see it. I don't know why, maybe just because it came in a crate. I know that Alec and his family are around the corner, so should we get them in?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
The man himself. How are you, Alec?
This is Louise.
Hi, Louise.
Hello.
And Harry.
Hey, Harry.
George.
Hi, George.
And Jack.
Hi, Jack. Alec, how did it feel having Caroline come and observe you and, you know, get into your life? What did that feel like?
Well, it's quite amazing. Something I never expected. Not at my time of life.
Yeah?
Yeah, quite amazing already meeting her. She's a lovely person.
Amazing, amazing. How was it for you, John, you know, seeing Caroline study your dad?
Oh, it was really fascinating. I just want to see Dad portrayed in the best light possible, and I'm sure Caroline's done that.
So when you say best light possible, what do you mean by that?
Well, he's been a great father, and I just want him to have a fantastic painting which shows it's got somehow captures his experience of life.
It's beautiful. Well, I mean, this is all beautiful stuff, Caroline. How are you feeling right now?
Nervous.
There's a lot of expectation.
Pressure.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, this is the moment. Caroline, whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm going for it.
Oh my goodness.
That is amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing. Wow.
That is absolutely incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
It's amazing. So good, every detail. Makes me look like an old man, doesn't it? I suppose I am. All the wrinkles in the jacket on my face. It's floppy chin. So you've got John's eyes extraordinarily clever.
Are you surprised that you're in it as well?
Yeah, to find I'm actually in the portrait, it's a massive surprise. I feel a bit shaky, actually. I feel very emotional and, yeah, a bit welling up. I just feel immensely happy and proud. Proud to be in the painting with Dad.
Thinking it was going to be Alec right until I got home, and then the next day, when I looked through the images, it was the expression of both of you. There are some photographs that make really good photographs, and then other things, other photos just make for a great painting.
So what do you get from this portrait when you look at it?
Well, looking ahead to the future, and John with his lovely wife, 3 boys, carry on the business and farm and family line.
Amen to that.
I think I feel, you know, I feel close. I probably feel closer, if that's possible. It's great to be with Dad there, and because as 2 generations bringing it together like that.
How beautiful is that?
He's a great son, upright, determined to do what he wants to do.
It's really captured the characters just in that one look with Alec and with John. That has totally captured them. Their family, and that really shows how they're still together.
I just think it's amazing to see that my grandpa is in such a magnificent painting.
I just think it's the best painting I've ever seen.
Wow, that's a rave review.
Caroline, listening to all of that, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm starting to feel a bit emotional about it. I just feel so relieved and pleased that you're happy with it and that I've done you both justice.
I say thanks for being a great dad, and thanks for being so supportive, and thanks for doing all that you do. And you do a heck of a lot.
Pleasure. Yeah. What else would I do?
Well, there is that. but no, it's, we couldn't manage without you.
You know, you guys are definitely modern-day unsung heroes. You know, if it wasn't for the farming industry, I mean, we wouldn't be able to get our produce, you know, from all of the amazing places we do without even thinking about it, you know. Caroline and I were going to leave you to just, you know, take in the portrait a little bit more. I mean, what a surprise. I don't think anybody expected to see John in the portrait, but I feel what Caroline was trying to exhibit was how much family mattered to Alec. This is why the relationship between the sitter and the artist is so important. And what's really amazing about this is Caroline went in with one idea and came out with something completely different. In this portrait, she's telling a story about 2 generations and their endeavor. It was about love, it was about the relationship between a father and a son, and that was really moving for me. And I think it will have resonance with lots of families. This is all about celebrating unsung heroes, and when I think of farming itself, you know, as an inner city kid, it's the furthest reality away from me, but I'm so happy that Caroline was able to give me, and I'm sure a lot of people who will be watching this, an insight into that world and how important it is for all of us.